This is Messages from the Universe with Lori Wondra of Your Life Core. Here, Lori delivers information from the Mastery Realms related to astrology, planetary influences, energy surges, and generally how we are evolving. She connects with angels, guides, ascended masters, astro beings, and those that come forward with messages to help us on our journey. Welcome, everyone, to Messages from the Universe podcast.
Hello, I am Lori Wondra, and thank you for listening. I'm struggling with the topic of this week's podcast because Spirit has been pushing me, shoving me, actually knocking me down to talk about recent events in the United States in the election. And I admit, I'm surprised, I'm shocked, I'm disappointed. I'm in the state of disbelief at what we've chosen as a collective. My schedule has been filled with people wanting to know why and what it all means. What will it mean for our futures, their futures, the globe, the future of humanity? I wonder, what will it mean for the future of my children, my children's children, and the generations to come? And I feel the panic in their voices, or the avoidance, or the not wanting to really understand, to disappear, to hide, to run. And I know that my place in the world, as many of you also have similar roles in your place in the world, is to be in this place of peace, to be this safe haven, this place of love and calm, and in any type of storm, be that place that people can gather or discuss or just be. I go back to my corporate America days where I was an executive leader, and I was known for my calm during problem solving or catastrophes. I can think back on some very succinct times like water or fire in a data center, or a goose hitting a power line and losing power in the summer heat of Minnesota and not having any air conditioning to keep all the equipment in the data center cool. We were near catastrophe in some of those cases. My years in software development where features and functions didn't work, weren't what were expected, to the uprising and the refusal to work with what the company had decided for its employees. Times of working with software companies or vendors or other places where it was at somebody else's decision, somebody else's choices, and we were handed something that we just needed to work through. I've been yelled at, pushed, poked, and name-called by corporate bullies, and I've also had to sit across from employees or peers telling me that they were terminally ill or they had just lost a parent or they were struggling with their child. As a mom, I've had ill children and family emergencies, and I've depended on my inner fire and outer calm to navigate situations. I can easily think of a few times I've experienced a meltdown, but not in public, or not when others needed me. I've experienced many times where I feel I'm about to lose it, and somehow I maintain my composure, stand my ground, and find my words. And in those times, I plug in. And many of you listening to me can find yourself in these words. Being the strong oak for your family, or the voice of reason. Not responding when everyone is responding, or responding when no one is saying anything. We're struggling with this now. Say something or say nothing. Struggling with processing the whys, the whats, the what ifs. We struggle to find the why in our lives, the why in the world. Our brains are just wired to discover the reason, the source, and when we don't understand something that doesn't align or compute with our beliefs, we have to fill in those gaps. And when there are gaps in our beliefs or stories, our brains fill in those gaps with information from our past, such as past experiences or situations we've heard about. This is triggering people on all levels at the cellular structure We're filling in with gaps of our cellular ancestral wounds, or, on the positive side, opening up the cellular structure of knowledge and wisdom that we carry in our cellular structure. This could be information related to a relationship breakup, or the reason for the breakup doesn't align with one or the other. It can be a job you didn't get, or a promotion that wasn't granted to you when you thought you were the best candidate, but someone else didn't share that same belief. Anytime we are out of alignment, it feels off because we work so hard to be in balance and find and be in alignment with ourselves and with the universe. It takes less energy to be in alignment than it does to battle it. Our whys don't always agree with other people's reasoning, our beliefs or actions, and we feel the vibration offness of those who are not like us, not like our emotions, our beliefs, our actions, not like how we want to live, so we continue to ask why. But in many cases, it also triggers those ancestral wounds of being afraid to ask why, or to ponder, what does this mean? What's the truth? Should I be afraid? Should I listen in a different way? There will always be darkness and light in the world. There will always be definitions of what dark and light are. And for now, some believe the dark is light, and others believe the dark is dark, or that the light is dark. There will never be a time when we all believe in the same thing, but we learn to exist in difference. How can we balance or be in our beliefs without trying to win or conquer another belief? That's harmony and figuring out how we can both coexist. And we struggle with, well, what if or why? In past lifetimes, we'd kill off what we didn't believe in. And through lifetimes, we are learning to not kill off, but blend, to coexist, to be better, perhaps take the better of both and meet somewhere in the middle. But many struggle with admitting there is a middle. It doesn't feel like we're taking the best and meeting anywhere close to the middle, but rather we're trying to pick sides and force one or another. People will see what they believe. It's based on our filters, our mental processes, our belief systems. They will see and believe what they believe, and without any change to those filters, they will continue to see what they believe, while also trying others to see what they believe and what they see. And somehow we should make it right or make it appear that it is good for all of us. There is good not only in the love that we carry within us, but also when we function from a place of love and caring and equality and harmony. So how can light and dark coexist? Well, it can't. But the truth is it's always been there. There's always an up and always a down. There's always a gray area between, and in the short moment of that between, in the universe, it's a blank. Because humanity is pushing to be right in one area, and you can only be right by proving the other wrong. The theory is that you can only do good when you find and squish that bad, but that isn't alignment either. This is a tough time when we are really trying to see the good in a bad situation. We are really seeking the truth, really preparing ourselves to deal with what might be a bad or a good situation. And we're not sure. I know the universe will continue to deliver nudges and pushes and shoves and knockdowns to get humans to shift. So where are some of you in this process? Do all have to fail or fall for something to shift? These are questions I ask, and what some of my clients have been asking. When will we all see good? Or when will we all see bad? When will the definitions of good or bad be equally understood? And the answer is they never will be. Humanity's beauty and diversity is that we think, feel, and filter differently. We all have different motives and agreements and contracts we've come here to fulfill. We all have roles at this time on this planet to help the shift in some sort of way. Some are still trying to figure out what those roles are. Those roles that might be to hold the light until those who don't see the light can see it. Hold the beliefs of love and kindness and equality until those who just want to kill off or conquer love. Help others rise above, but not trampling or tramping on top of everyone else. It is the karma dharma of the lifetimes of humanity. Everything in me is sad if I focus on this, but I know I still have a job to do. I have a role to play to hold this space of love and light and hope and maintain my energy without fear. To be in that place of asking why, what if, how, because that is a way how we find solutions. If we bend to the fear or bend to hiding, we don't move forward. We stay in the past. I do not understand what others think they see or understand, so I have to ask myself, now what? What if? When? How? And of course, why? I must go to my source and plug in when those answers aren't there for me or I don't understand them. Plug into the source of peace and calm and love and hope. We are all still processing what happened, and we will be processing. We are processing what we believe and what others believe. We are finding where there is dissonance and where there's resistance and where there's misalignment. We are in disbelief of what others believe to be accurate and what we believe. We are in this place of discovering what we truly believe and the discovery of what others believe. I know the morning of November 5th, I woke very early to hearing Jesus' words, gentle words in a calm voice. Forgive them. They know not what they do. And that was followed by a stronger, forceful, yet loving tone. Now, plug in. I'd wake early the next few days to a message or a feeling, a knowing of familiarity, of we've been here before. Another time, another lifetime, another place. A time that we did not want to return, but there was work to be done yet. The understanding of the deep wounds of our ancestors carried deeply within ourselves, so rooted in us that it would be another 7 future generations to entirely leave behind any new wounds that were brought on today. A sadness of the work ahead, yet the small seed of hope planted that it would be different this time. It would be another outcome. No one is coming to save us or correct this situation. We have help, but the work is to be done by us and for us. I hear my father's words and his father's words and the men and women that came before them. Their work, they're fighting, they're learning, they're struggling, yet here today to encourage us and let us know they walk with us. We do not walk alone, but we have to do the work. I ask what good could possibly come from this. What am I not seeing? What am I blind to that I need to open my eyes to? What did I miss? And once again, I'm reminded that there is more darkness because of the collapsing of timelines. The dark is in the light, and the light must be strong enough to cast a forward path. The light must remain strong when the dark cannot see the light and does not believe in the light. There is so much hatred on the planet right now, so much pain, fear. We are so far out of alignment of the vibration of love and peace. And we understand the world feels tipped. It feels as if we've gone backward to the memories of our past, to restriction and inequality and slavery and poverty and scarcity and survival and competition and blindness. It feels like we've gone backwards to individualism and greed and separation instead of collaboration, innovation, and the energy that is the age of Aquarius now. How can this be the age of Aquarius, which is about all those things of collaboration, innovation, humanity, and consciousness? But what's happened? What timeline is this, and why? I cannot be blind to what I see or what I do know. And in the gaping holes of what I do not yet understand, I do see the light. I trust that there's a path, that there's guidance, there's a plan that has been defined by those much smarter and elevated than my earthly presence. But I still mourn for what I saw to be a different path, a faster, easier, collaborative, humanitarian path. But the humans have chosen a longer, harder path. Perhaps that too is an old wound, and that is the only way we know how to travel, is to be in conflict and to fight. I struggled. I struggle still with this podcast and the messages, and I fought that push from Spirit to share these messages, pushed by a force beyond that what I want to talk about or what I want to understand. But I do know that we are watched, we're cared for, we're loved, we are helped. We must remain firm and connected to the vibration of our inner light. Not all humans think as I do, nor do I think as all other humans. But that is our beauty. It's also our demise. It's our ability to love so deeply with force and passion, and at the same time, or at the same level, to be at this place of hate and destruction. And that as humans, we're diverse. We will learn, some at different paces and lifetimes than others, as we will continue to be the teachers and we will continue to be the students through these life experiences. And what I offer for you today is stay in this place of why. Be not in a place of fear or hatred or division, me against them. Plug in. Shine up. Love. Be real. Be true. Be ready to drive change, though, and be calm. Do what you do best. Be an anchor to your own peace and calm and love. We've been here before and we'll be here again, and each time we make a little more progress. I know this time has caused me to sit in meditation and go back in my life, those times that I've been in other chaotic situations, that I felt that there wasn't a way out or the pressure was so intense. And I remember that I hold this place of calm. I know how to be in this place of love and joy and happiness, and how to carry the energy for others while they're still searching or problem solving, figuring things out. And today, I want to close with a prayer to the great Creator. In this moment, we connect our hearts, our light and unity, seeking peace for our world. We ask for your divine guidance, whether you speak this to the universe, to Spirit, to God, to the great Creator. I ask for your divine guidance to fill the hearts of all beings with love and compassion. May our differences dissolve and be replaced by understanding and kindness as we strive to coexist harmoniously, as we figure this out. Grant us the wisdom to recognize the beauty and diversity, appreciating the unique gifts that every culture and every individual brings. Let our actions reflect your love, You're soothing the wounds of the weary and the despaired. We pray that those affected by violence and suffering may find solace and hope. May every community be embraced by the spirit of togetherness, nurturing joy and happiness in our shared journey. Please help us to become torch bearers of peace, illuminating the paths of those around us. Let our words be seeds of encouragement, our deeds a testament to our commitment to a better world. Let our light shine the pathway for those in the dark looking for truth, tied by the lies they believe to be true. Together we envision a future where love reigns supreme, transcending boundaries, where every heart beats in rhythm with the promise of peace, equality, humanity, humility, consciousness, and certainly divine love for all. May man's actions be done in the highest divine light that is beneficial, loving, and healing for all. Plug in, shine your light. Believe that you carry the inner wisdom within you and that you are supported and watched and certainly loved. I'm Lori Wondra of Your Life Core, and thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening to Messages from the Universe podcast with Lori Wondra of Your Life Core. For current events or to schedule a private session with Lori, please visit yourlifecore.com.